Welcome back. Not quite sure what this, I'm gonna have to change the name of this channel, I guess. I don't live on the bayou anymore, I live on the Red River. So it could be one RV on the Red River. Heck, I don't know, I may change it. I don't know. Well, we had a little cold snap. Let's see, what is today? Around the 22nd or 23rd of March today. A couple of days ago, we had a little cold snap come through. I have been just turning on my fireplace. It's an electric fireplace. It looks, you know, like it's got logs burning in it. It'll actually warm up this main living area comfortably, as long as, I'm assuming, as long as it's not too cold, because it wasn't really cold outside. You know, I just needed a little heat to knock the chill off. Okay. So it was the first time I had turned that heater on since I bought this thing. This RV is 2 weeks old. Turned it on, let it run overnight. In the morning, I cut it off. And I came around to do some dishes. And I opened up, actually the heater was still running. And when I opened up this panel, hot air just blew up in my face. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I got the light on my phone. I looked down in here, and I looked and I saw that tape right there. That's aluminum foil tape. Except it wasn't stuck down. It was pulled up. I'm not going to pull it back up. But anyway, I've got a picture of it, and I'll put it, you know, I'll put it right here. You can see exactly what was going on. So what was happening was the heater makes 200-degree air, up to 200-degree air. It had melted the glue on this tape. Some bonehead, when he installed the heater, knocked out 2 of these plugs. One plug, a piece of ductwork goes to. The other plug, nothing goes to. So he just put tape over the hole. Didn't work. Got hot, blew it up. So then what I got going on is I got hot air blowing straight up and over to all of my plastic plumbing that an RV comes with, which caused let's just go from up here. You're not gonna be able to see down there anyway. This ring, which goes right here, right? The water was leaking. So it was leaking around here. Whenever I turned the water on, water was leaking around here, going down and dripping there. Also, I had, after I dried that up and tightened that ring, figured that was it, you know, I fixed it. And then I did some dishes. So when I turned the water on, hot or cold, didn't matter. They both leak equally. I had a puddle under each one of those back there. So I took some pictures of what was going on. I went to the RV place. I said, hey, I need some kind of a disc, a sheet metal disc, something, another to plug this hole, because they put tape on that hole. I need something that will cover that hole and keep the hot air from blowing up in there and messing with my plumbing. I think it has warped my flange. I mean, that's what I was guessing. Why else would this still leak even after I tightened it? And they said, well, we need a serial number off of the heater. Okay. I'll look. And I took a picture of every decal on this thing. I can't find the serial number. My luck, it's underneath on the bottom. I went back up there today. I sent all the pictures that I could find any information about. I sent them all in an email to the service department over here at Camping World in Bossier City. And I didn't hear anything back from them, so I said, shoot, I'm close enough today. It's the next day. Close enough. I'll just go by there and check and see what's going on. And I walked in. She said, I hadn't even looked at your email yet. I said, well, we got another problem. I said, the heat evidently has melted the seals in my faucet. I said, when I turn the water on, they leak. When I turn it off, they don't leak. So I've got a faucet issue. I've got the basket flange issue. And I've got this plug that caused all the problems initially that I need. She goes and talks to her service manager. And he says, well, you're going to have to, we have to have a serial number for this. You're just going to have to bring the RV up here so we can see what the serial number is. I said, I ain't going to do it. She said, well, that's policy. It's the only way we're going to be able to help you out. So I walked out. Talked to my salesman on the way out. Now, here's a backstory. I just bought this RV 2 weeks ago. My son is getting ready to buy an RV from them in about a week. Or at least he was. I saw the salesman. I'd already talked to him before I went and talked to the service department, or before I talked to the warranty and service department. He said, you know, it's too bad you're having some problems, you know, I hope they can help you out. So on my way out, I told him they aren't going to help me out. And I left. And I said, heck with it, you know, I'll take care of this myself. This is probably not the best stuff anyway. Boy, was I right about that. I mean, this, I ain't kidding you. This thing don't weigh nothing. It's all chrome plated plastic. I bet there isn't metal on it except the chrome plating. And the underside of this is obviously not built to withstand a couple 100 degrees. That's why it's leaking. There's, you know, however this thing is built, I'm really not sure, but I imagine that there's an O-ring probably right there and right there, and they are no longer going to be doing anything for me. So I was on my way to Lowe's to see if maybe I could use residential equipment here. That's what my goal was, to replace this with something that was going to stand up a little better. And the RV credit department calls me. I'm thinking that by now they have all talked to each other, and she has come up with a resolution somehow or another. But you know, when she asked me how I was doing and I laid into her, she didn't have a clue. Didn't have a clue. She said, I don't understand why they won't help you. We have road technicians that come out and fix things for people. I said, they told me it was policy that they do not go out and fix things. I would have to bring it to them. She said, well, that's not true. And I reminded her, actually she was calling me to see why my son hadn't been back up there yet to get his RV. And I said, he will more than likely not be up there to buy an RV. And I believe that it's quite possible I won't be back up there anymore. I'll take my business down the road to the other RV shop, because there's more than one RV place here in town. So of course that, you know, perked her ears up when the finance lady hears that she just lost a, you know, $30,000 deal on an RV. She'll probably go talk to the service manager, and I will let you know how that goes. But in the meantime, I've got to put all this back together. Even though it's going to still leak, I'm just going to have to put pans under it, because residential equipment appears to be slightly different. It may work, I'm not sure, but the problem that I ran into was I couldn't find anything that just had that only required 2 holes. The one thing that I did find that seemed to almost match up needed a 3rd hole, because it had a sprayer nozzle that came out of the middle here. So the battle ain't over yet, but it is for today. I gotta get this stuff back together, because I'll have to make coffee in the morning. You know what I'm talking about? Thanks for watching.